Welcome again to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to apply for Alberta Immigrant Nominee Program. Basically, this is a postgraduate work permit route to Canadian residency. This is the exact route I used to secure my permanent residency in Canada, and I decided to make a video about it. Much hasn't changed except that at this point in time, you can also apply online. Without wasting time, let's get right into it. So the overview. The AINP is an economic immigration program that nominates people for permanent residence in Alberta. If you are nominated in this program, you can apply for a permanent residency with your spouse or common law partner and also your dependent children. There are so many streams under the AINP, which is the Alberta Immigrant Nominee Program. But for international students and also for Alberta Express Entry skilled workers, they can apply under these two streams called, Streams for Workers. And under the Streams for Workers, we have two categories, the Alberta Opportunity Stream and the Alberta Express Entry Stream. But because this video is pretty much for international students with a postgraduate work permit aspiring to secure their Canadian residency in Canada, we are going to be focusing on what? The Alberta Opportunity Stream, because that's where it falls under. The Alberta Opportunity Stream, it's for temporary foreign workers who are already working full-time in Alberta and have a full-time job offer from an Alberta employer in an eligible occupation. So this is the eligibility requirements for postgraduate work permit holders. 1, you must have a valid temporary work permit like the postgraduate work permit. You must work in an eligible occupation in Alberta. Your occupation must also be related to your field of study in the province. Your credential must be issued by an Alberta Advanced Education in basically known as publicly funded post-secondary institution. Your current occupation must also match your work experience, and it should be a minimum of 6 months in the last 18 months at the time your application is submitted. You must have a full-time job or employment contract from an Alberta employer to work in your current occupation in Alberta. And finally, you must provide proof of your English language proficiency. For a detailed breakdown on the eligibility requirements under the Alberta Opportunity Stream for PGWP holders, you can go to this link right here. I'll be leaving that link in the description area, and under that link you're going to see the eligibility areas and also how to apply so that you can read more in details to get more information. Without wasting time, let's jump right into the application process. So to start the application process, as you can see on the screen, this is Alberta Opportunity Stream, how to apply. This link also I will leave in the description area so you can easily get to this link once you want to start the application process. All you have to do is you scroll down to where it says AINP Online Portal, and all you have to do is you click on that. And once you click on that, because I've already created an account, basically what it's going to show you is where to sign in. And once you get to that point, you just click create account and follow the prompt. And once you follow the prompt and log in, it's going to come out like this, just on my screen, like the way it is on my screen right now. And all you have to do is what? You create a new application. You click on this. And once you do that, it's going to show you Alberta Opportunity Stream, and you click on that. Once you click that, it's going to tell you to continue. After you read all of this, you hit on what? The continue button. And then you go through all of this and click on I agree. I have read the above information, and you continue. And once you do that, you are going to have a screen just like mine. I took out time to fill out this information, so I'm going to run through it super fast so that I don't waste anybody's time. So the first thing you're going to do is to do what? Put in your contact information, your name, given names, and you choose your sex. Have you used any other name, you're going to answer that. Then down here, date, you put in your date of birth, the province you intend for your residence in Canada, country of birth, where you were born, country of citizenship, your phone number, and then down there, you are also going to put your email. Under work experience, you're going to fill out that information based on how many work experience you've had. If it's 1 or 2, you put the information. Are you working in an occupation regulated in Canada? I'm just going to skip a few of this information so that I can walk you guys through on the most important ones you need to pay attention to. So you're going to put, if your profession is regulated, you choose your current job. In here, you're going to choose your NOC. Your NOC. If you do not know your NOC, up here, I do have this link. I'm also going to leave it in the description area so that all you have to do is you can type the job title you have right here and you can find your NOC code. Once you do that, you can put in the average hours you work, you're actually working per week. Then it's just going to round this number up for you. You put your company name. So I just made up all these numbers. You just follow the prompt and just go, you add your employer contact given names. And at the end, for the work history, you have to just read this information where it says, enter the work history for each of your employers you have worked for in the past 30 months. Basically, this is going to walk you through on what you need to do. You add your previous work history if you have. If you do not have, then you stick to, as in you don't have to put anything in this current place, because it says starting with the position you held before your current position. You save and you go to the next. So the next one is trade occupation information. This one, it's a no. If it's a yes, you choose for yourself. After that, you save and to the next. The next is education. Once we get to that place, you're going to put the information of the highest education you completed and you fill it out. It's going to ask you and it's going to total it down for you. And then in here, it's going to say provide details of your educational history, beginning with the most recent. Include all high school and post-secondary school education, even if you did not complete the program. I just gave 2 examples. These are I just made the numbers up, but these are the 2 colleges I attended in Canada. So I just put the level of education. So you can use this as a guide, but add everything till date, to the last education history you have. You save and you go to the next. The next is language. So for the language, you're going to choose the pattern of communication you want, English or French, and then you put your native language here. Designated language assessment. This is where you're going to choose based on the eligibility criteria I showed you guys. You're going to put the language assessment type you have. There are options here so you can look through and choose the one that fits you. If you do not have any, then you will have to take one. I also have made a video on a program called AIPP on how to register for the IELTS exam. I could leave that link in the description area if any of you is actually interested to watch that. Then you put, this is just fill out the information, you save and onto the next. After that, you go to the next one, spouse and dependent information. Same process, fill it out, follow the prompt, save, next. Relatives in Canada. Same thing, once you yes or no, save, next. Address history. Address history, you're going to list all addresses where you've lived since your 18th birthday or the past 10 years, whichever is the most recent. You must include your current address for the to date for your current address. Use today's date. So I gave an example on how you can fill that out. In here, all you have to do is if you have multiple addresses, you keep adding new here. After that, save, go to the next. Then after that, IRCC application history. Are you currently residing in Alberta under yes? And then this is where you're going to choose the type, which is the postgraduate work permit, PGWP, which is what I'm showing you guys how to apply. Anybody that isn't trying to use this and you're watching this video, you can look through here and see if anything fits for you, but this is what we're using. And after that, you just follow the prompt, put the UCI number on your postgraduate work permit and the expiring date. And this is important. Are you currently in the Federal Express Entry Pool? That's why I put in that eligibility link so that you guys can read through, because for once you're applying for AINP, one of the things to remember is that you do not have to apply in another AINP, or let's say the Federal Express Entry as in program. That's why they ask you this question. So it's a no, you just have to choose one and go with it. Same with your same with your spouse or common law partners if they have an active application. Once you fill that out, save, and you go to the next. Then the next one is AINP information. So how did you learn about this? You can just pick how you got to hear about them. After that, alternate contact, you give an information of someone they can reach out to. Then candidate declaration is just pretty straightforward. You read everything by check, you save, you go to the next. The next one is authorization of personal information. Same process, read everything, check, save, next. The other one is AINP policy on use of our representative. Same thing, you read everything, save, next. And then representative information. Has anyone provided you yes or no? You do put that information, you sign, you check, save, next. And then this is super, super important, the document checklist. So this part, these are all the documents that you're going to be needing for this application. So why I left this up is because I wanted to walk you guys through the link. So for all of this, everything right here, you can get the information right here. So mandatory forms and documents required by all candidates. So all I will do is this link, I will leave it in the description area. So all you have to do is you go exactly to this link and you see the specifications and everything they need for this particular place. And all you have to do is for the valid passports, once you get it, you attach it. Work permit, you attach. For the required ones, if you need for your dependents, then you do the same thing. But if you do not need extra, you just follow the ones that are required. Language assessment, same thing. Once you do that, you save and next. Once you've completed that part, the final phase is now application review. You're going to review everything you filled out and then submit and pay your fee. This is how you apply for the Alberta Immigrant Nominee Program for a way to be nominated in Alberta for permanent residency.